All right, so we're talking about the pillars of marketing, and the next topic that we're going to cover is reviews and reputation management. So tell me a little bit about what they are, what it means, why is it important?
The two words that come to my mind, and everyone's probably heard these words, is social proof, right? So when you're buying something from Amazon, what are you looking at on Amazon? You're looking at the 5-star reviews, what the ratings is, and specifically next to it, how many people have rated it like that, right? So you can go get some information from other buyers, other consumers that have done that. Reviews and reputation management are the exact same thing for any product or service. So if you're not running Google reviews, if you're not running a Google business profile right now, you should be running one as a CPR instructor, because every student that comes in to your class should be an opportunity for you to get a review, and a good review or a bad review. Now, there are strategies on how you run reviews. I'm gonna just go ahead and give you the best strategy out there, and that is that every review should be asked for at the time of the sale, okay? So a lot of people are like, well, I wanna get information. Reviews are done for two purposes, right? You can either get information about how to optimize and run your business better, or you can get information to how to social proof your product or your service, right? Reviews and online reviews specifically are really more around the marketing side of things. So it's not necessarily like a survey of how did I do and how can I improve my service to you. Those are important as well, but that's not what we're talking about
Right,
here.
we're talking about the marketing side of reviews, right?
Right, we're talking about the marketing side of
reviews.
reviews.
Obviously can be used to improve your product because you
Right.
get feedback on your product.
Yes,
but what we're
absolutely.
trying to do is increase your authority, make you look better,
and
market yourself based off
and
of
let
reviews.
other people through the lens of your other students or people who you've sold something to in the past, let them experience you through that, right? So that's what review and reputation management does. And you want to really have a good review and reputation management. So you want to be asking every student that comes through, see how many times you can get some reviews on Google. The rule of thumb is to try to get like 100, at least 100 reviews sent. You'll get about a 15 to 20% return rate on reviews. Okay, so if you do 100 reviews a month, assuming you have 100 students a month, if you do 100 reviews a month or review requests a month, then you'll get 20 or so reviews back. And then that's just gonna keep stacking and building and building and building. If somebody responds to your review or to a review that you've asked them to do, and they respond with not a great review, right? We don't try to take that review off or get Google to remove it or whatever. You accept it, you respond to it online so that you actually show that you're engaged with your community.
Politely.
Politely.
Lots of people want to respond to negative reviews and maybe not
absolutely.
politely.
You'll get that gut check first, and then and then take a breath and maybe sleep on it. But then after that, respond to it politely and just as if you would if you were on the other side and you gave a bad review. How would you want the business owner to respond to you? And you should be kind and polite and all those things and show that level of grace. And I think that's what makes a good business a great business, is someone who's willing to say, yeah, we do have areas we can improve on, but we see your point and acknowledge the person that's there.
There's a couple psychological components that we deal with doing this. Like one of the reasons that we make sure that we review right at the time of sale is that's obviously when the customer is most excited about the product and is feeling the most positive, okay? So is it manipulating a little bit? Sure, but that's what all of marketing is, right? Right? It's showing your image in a fair light, right? That's what we're trying to do. So like there's been studies that have been done that are really interesting about like when someone's most excited in the online buying process, and it's when they're opening the package for the first time. It's not when they, read the directions to build the chair or whatever, or when they sit in the chair the first time. It's when that box comes and they open it up. I think me and my wife are addicted a little bit to that whole like opening the boxes because we always got stuff coming from Amazon at all times, right? So, and then the other like thing with the reviews is the negative reviews, responding to them. Like we see all the time, if you're reading negative reviews, so a lot of times you can go on Google, you can I want to only look at the 1-star reviews because you want to try to rule out some of the worries that you have about purchasing something, right? So you go to the 1-star reviews. If you see responses from the company, it shows you a couple things. One, the company's not embarrassed by that 1-star review, they're addressing it. If they don't address it, it makes it look like, well, that issue went unaddressed too, and that issue can then happen to me. If they address it, it defends the company just by having a response, whether the response is defensive or not.
Right.
So using that to your advantage in order to increase your authority is huge.
And reputation management just in general is very important as you grow in your digital landscape and your digital footprint that's out there, because that's where things are going to start to get better for you. Like it's now you've got traffic coming to your site. How do I know how to convert traffic? Reputation is how we move people from I know they exist, I think they provide a good service, to look at all these other people that have provided this service for us, and they're all like 5 or 4.5 or whatever star reviews. I think I can trust them. So that is oftentimes the deciding factor to sort of kick that can over and say, like, now I'm going to buy from them. And that's really where you want to be in a business, is using that to like really leverage your conversions and sales. So that's how you'll do it, through reputation and review management.
Awesome. So if we wanted to see our business, we started one, we're excited about it, we're starting to get some reviews, we kind of want to see how that reputation management is looking. How could we get some information on?
Sure. So we have a free resource called a snapshot that, again, is an audit of sorts that will look at that, and we'll give you a rating from an A to an F. If you're doing amazing, you'll get an A. Otherwise, you get an F, and we can talk about strategies on how to improve that as we go through. And if you want a free snapshot, then you'll just email us at info@guardianitmarketing.com.